Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be talking about Severance Season 2 Episode 3. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, so you don't have to worry about spoilers at all. And yeah, so let's get started. So in this episode, we finally see both the innie and the outie perspective, right? So in the first episode, it was just the innies. We were inside the Lumen basement. In the second episode, we were outside Lumen. We had no idea what was happening inside. Now in this episode we get a mixture of both, which I liked again. But in general, this episode was a bit slower and longer as well. You feel the length, and I felt the first two episodes were better than the third episode. But one thing is that this episode ends with a good cliffhanger. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah, it ends on a high note. Again, the show builds up on the mysteries set up in the previous episodes. We see more of the goats from season 1, right? There was a scene where Helly and Mark just wander off and reach a room with a man milking goats, and we were all confused, and they build up upon it. We still don't know what the goats are doing there, but they show us some more things about the goats and why they are there. And also, one thing I want to say, that it was very creepy. The people in that department, they were creepy. And speaking of that scene, the production design, I must say, of this show is so good. Like, it's perfect. It cannot get any better. Because especially the goat scene, they built an entire goat farm inside an office, and they used actual goats. If you stay back after the credits, the showrunners talk about the episode and they say that they used actual real goats, and it's just incredible. And there's a vending machine as well, if you notice in the episode, and that's just well thought out. I also like the fact that they split our main character groups. Each one of them is trying to figure out their place in the story, and I especially loved what they do with Dylan, and that is a specific thing which they do with him, and I really liked that aspect. Again, one more thing is that there's no hint of who is Miss Huang yet. We still don't know where she came from or who she is. And also, this episode was definitely more creepier than the other episodes. You feel the eeriness of living in a basement. Yeah, you felt that during the episode. And I also love the power dynamic between Outie Helly and Harmony. And Harmony, by the way, she goes through some crazy moments in this episode. She goes to a highway, then she thinks of something, she comes back, she leaves again. And they give a hint of a crazy backstory which she has. And I'm really excited to find out what it is. And it's gonna be awesome when they finally, give us that backstory. And as I said before, the ending was a very good scene. And I loved the way they edited the sequence. You won't understand if you haven't seen, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you have seen the episode. They edited it in a very specific way, and it was really well suited for the context of the scene. And anyways, yeah, that was this episode's review, and it was not as good as the first two, but the cliffhanger was good, and I'm excited to see what happens in the next episode. So see you next Friday. Bye.